Hello, everyone. I bet you've been wondering what in the world I've been up to. As you can see, not too good, but better than I was. I know it's been a long time, but had a lot of problems. Had surgery, still recuperating, and my husband went to the store to get some food and all that kind of stuff. So I thought, I'll be in my craft room and I will try to explain what's been going on with the hillbilly. And I had to write it down because mine's really foggy. But anyways, um, the store's been closed. I'm trying to think. I think almost, almost 3, maybe 4 weeks. So yeah, and it'll probably be another 2 to 3 weeks. So you can imagine what in the world's going on. Well, I had surgery, as I said, and it has been a whopper with lots and lots of complications, but God is good. Always has been, always will be, and I don't know why I'm still here, but He has a plan for all of us. So, anywho, you can win-win. So, okay. If you are squirmish and you don't like to hear about stuff like surgeries and blood and all that kind of stuff, fast forward. And I didn't even mark when it is, but anyways, just don't listen to it because, it's going to be a whopper. Okay, let's get on to it so I can get it over with and then just, go forward. 3 to 4 weeks before I went completely downhill, I just wasn't feeling good. It was a roller coaster. I would go to work and I didn't soap. Oh my goodness, something was wrong. And I just didn't feel, like myself, like that energized bunny. Didn't have any energy. I'd come home, I would grab me whatever I could to eat, probably not even cook 3, 4 weeks of this, and just go to bed. Talk to Glenn, and I would be in bed for the count. I just didn't feel good. Not in any pain or anything like that, just really energy and stamina was just gone. So, Glenn came home for our anniversary, which was July 16th. And I think maybe a day before then, he got home a little bit early. So we were going to paint the town. We were going to go have a steak dinner, which, I don't eat very much, but we were just going to go out. And I was going to buy a brand new dress and get my hair done and, look good. Well, July 16th was on a Saturday and it was a busy day. I probably was at the store for only 4 hours. And then I sent him a text and I said, please, I don't feel good. Please come help me. So he dropped everything and he was there. I mean, I don't even remember how it was, but I just could not quit being sick to my stomach. I mean, nothing would come up, but it was just really, really horrible. And I think the last customers that came in, bless their hearts, one lady finished, ringing up the rest that was in there. I was just, that was pretty bad. But I love a good old little town. I tell you, McGregor's good. So he came home and he got me, and my stubbornness. I went to bed and I still could not quit dry heaving. Yep, told you it wasn't going to be a very pretty picture. And then, because in the, just doing that, the pain started in my stomach area, and then I noticed that it gradually went over to the right side. So finally, he had enough because I don't like to go to the doctor. And if I have any say so, it's like, no, 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 it's going to go away, you know. If wishes were horses, then beggars would ride. And so he said, no, we're going. So I went in my jammies and everything with a bucket. It was a large bucket, but don't you dare take it away from me. Nothing coming up. Yep, yep, yep. So got in there. They did x-rays and they did a CAT scan. And you know me, I'm so nosy. So the technician, the radiologist area, I can always pick up on little things and quit talking. And I said, okay. I said, it's just between us. But I said, you found something, didn't you? He goes, yeah. He says, where are you having pain? He said, are you having it on the right side? And I said, yeah. And I said, it's either a liver or gallbladder. And he said, well, let's just say, you know what? You're pretty smart. So I, told him, okay, well, I ain't going to say nothing. But it makes me feel better to kind of know, if you see something, So then got the doctors coming in and said, blah, 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 yeah, your gallbladder is really, really, really huge and there's an infection and we can't do nothing here. So we're going to ship you on up to La Crosse, which is an hour and 45 minutes, I think, from the hospital. So yeah, bumpity bump, did good. Glenn drove right behind. And so we got up there into the emergency room and all this. And then, yeah, they were extremely busy. Oh, my goodness. So I had some surgeons that came in and said, the top of the line surgeon will be in, but she's really, really busy at the moment. A lot of trauma and stuff. So they came in and he was really worried about how they were gonna do, the surgery. Well, anymore, gallbladder, you just go on in there, and if you got a gallstone or whatever, you just go in there invasive, and you take care of it now. Well, when the team came in, and of course they argued back and forth. They told me this. That had to go in and take another CAT scan because they really, really wanted to look at it. And the reason is because I have had 8 major surgeries, in my core area, my abdomen. 8 serious major surgeries. What does that mean? Got a lot of gristle, which is adhesions and things like that. And if you ever cut into, meat, like, a steak or something, and that real tough stuff that you can't even chew, and well, that's it. Well, just can you imagine every time when you cut, you get, scar tissue, adhesions, and it's all over the place, and especially in the areas. And doing that laparoscopic, surgery. You got 3 bullet holes, and they go in there, and instead of cutting you wide open. So they knew that was going to be a problem, and especially in the area with my last surgery, which was 3 years ago. And yeah, moving around in that area was going to be very, very tough. So let's see. They knew. They said, this is not going to be easy at all. And there is a high probability of complications of somewhat. Yes, there was. And whoa, I'm still here. So, when they went in there, first of all, I don't do too good, being under. So the anesthesia, it was way, way too much. It took literally about 6 days for it to almost leave my system. It was really that bad. They wouldn't even let me get up and walk, and other things. It was just that bad. But my heart kept pumping, so that was good. Um, so, anyways, the gallbladder was so infected. I mean, pussy infected. That was pretty bad. And yes, I had a gallstone. And praise the Lord, it was, you have your gallbladder. I don't know if you can see that. I should do it this way. Your gallbladder, and it goes into the ducts from the liver and all that kind of stuff. And which any of them is really, really bad, but it was just right inside the gallbladder, which hardly any of the bile, could get past there. These surgeons do this every day, all day long. This is what they do, in the area. And all of them said that they have never, ever seen a big gallstone as I had. They have never had it. They've never seen it. So that's what was bringing in the infections and everything else. But that wasn't the only thing. I had a spot on my liver, almost 3 centimeters, which was kind of hiding because all that, you got your liver. And, yeah. So that was kind of in the area too. And so they went in there and they sliced it off and it came back benign. And in 6 months, I'll have to go back and get a CAT scan and see if it, if it started regrowing or whatever. But that wasn't all of it. Going through the gristle, if you will, the scar tissue, somehow they mixed something and they don't know where. It's hard. I mean, you're going in, think about the steak and that. Yeah. So, it was more like, in cleaning it up with the infection, it was more like, a scrape. So, didn't see that until everybody, stitched up and whatnot. With the gunshot wounds that I say, as when you do, a laparoscopy, when you have laparoscopy surgery, it's usually, just little bitty things and they heal really fast. No, let's talk about 4 inches. Yeah, and I had 4 different places. And because of trying to get through all that junk. And so I was bruised from my whole right side, from my belly button all over. I mean, the most horriblest bruise that you have ever seen. And it's been, what, 2 weeks? Almost 3 weeks? Yeah, because I think I've been home for almost two weeks. So, yeah, in the hospital a week. So, yeah, about 3 weeks. I still, my arms aren't, and they were pretty well bruised, still had, you can still see a bad bruising. So, yeah, that wasn't fun. But all that stuff was good, except for my blood volume. I think it was like 24 plus hours. They went in and did blood work and decided to do a count and whatnot. And so then the team gets together, and here comes my husband. So hang on just 1 minute. Tell him I'm on here. Okay. I warned him not to be cussing and saying stuff. Anyway, so he's back. Bless his heart. So, anyways, so they do their routine, lab work, and they were going over it while they were all, situated, talking, everyday stuff. And they looked at it and they said, this isn't right. There is no way. We were just in there, 45 minutes ago talking with her and, and answering questions and, and things like that. It was 5.2. They said, there's no way. Go and get another, blood work done. So they hurried up and rushed it. I mean, they had it within 5 minutes, and it was the same, 5.2. Oh my goodness. So yeah, so they stopped their little chit chat and came on down and seen me and was like, oh, and I said, I wonder why I felt kind of funny. Because we all, even the nurses kept saying it was, that I was still having an unusual, reaction to the anesthesia. So, anyways, yeah. So, I had 2 blood transfusion, third one getting ready to be on the way. They brought it up to, I think it was 7.8. Yeah, still really low. And so, they decided to monitor it to see, if it wasn't falling fast, so it was like, a seepage. I call it a seepage. And they said, yeah, that's about it. And so usually you get blood clot, or, scabbing, not clots, but yeah, you get the coagulation, but, like a scabbing, it shouldn't, take too much if you're, pretty well normal. And so, anyways, each day it would rise just maybe 1 or 2 points, and then the next day it would fall. And then it just we kept doing that. So they were ready to have to go back in, and I just lost it, when I saw, what they had to go through and stuff. Yes, they already made tunnels through, the adhesions and stuff like that, but just to think to be back open, and oh my goodness, and then going under again, and it was just, I was like, Lord, just take me home. So anyways, stayed in the hospital that long, then got pneumonia. Yeah, came home with pneumonia too. But anyway, so it didn't level up, but the fall of the blood volume didn't fall, drastically. So just have to take it easy and whatnot. Still not out of the clear. I was hovering around 100 pounds. Yeah, I lost a lot. And it's slowly coming up, but yeah, it's hard to eat. So, ain't out of the woods yet, and I'm just so tired of talking about this, but watching the rise and fall of the blood volume. The worst thing is watching that because of the seepage and, old blood, yuck, and your body takes care of it, gobbles, takes care of a mess and stuff. But what they're worried about, that it might be just too much for it to handle, our white blood cells, and anyways. So I had to keep an eye on the temperature and watching it and making sure that all of a sudden it just doesn't get infected. So 2 weeks maybe out of the clear by then, if the blood volume goes up and it's not, still doing that, then I got a good fighting chance that no infection's going to come in there where they'll have to go in there again. And yeah. So anyways, feeling pretty good today because I went to the doctors and, gained a pound, so that was good. But I think that's probably about it, except for being home on my birthday. It's a bad, bad day. I was in bed all day, very, very sick, and thought I would have to go in, so that was not a good, happy birthday. But let me tell you about my husband. There was no one, nada, no relief for that man. He had no help to take care of this old woman, and yes, that was quite, but in the hospital, that man did not leave my side. He slept on the couch. Bless his heart, he's my hero. And being off work all this time, bless his employers, I tell you. Yeah. That's a lot. And it's a lot for, women to have to take care and nurture and stuff, but it's harder on men. And he's my hero. He never left my side. Just recently, being able to, go to the store or something real quick, whatever. So, yes, and going to the store every day and watering if it didn't rain, and, there's just no one there to open the store and, do that kind of stuff. He has never left my side. And I tell you, that's a hero. That is a beautiful hero. So, still 2 to 3 weeks before I even think about opening. And so I have lots of plans. And I will shut this off and go talk to my hubby before I start bawling. Praise the Lord. And then I'll tell you about the other good stuff that, possibly, in the future. Yes. Last season for the store, but that doesn't mean cabin fever is going away. New little things coming, but it will be homebound. So I will tell you about that when I get back. Alright. Okay, I went to go visit with my sweetie. And I tell you, like, I left off, I don't know what I would have done without him. I would have had to convalesce in a nursing home. So, I tell you, he just is my hero. Anyways, okay. So, yes, we are going to have our last season for the store. And like I said, we will have lots of stuff on sale in a couple of weeks. When I open back the doors, we are going to have $4 bars of soap, all of them. So we'll see what the good Lord wills and what's going to be taking place. And then we will, I'm thinking about December, so I want to try to have my seasonal stuff up, crafts and other things that I have made for the seasons and for Christmas and the fall and all that. And I'm sure they're going to have like events in town, so it will be all right. But I'll keep y'all informed, I promise. Just want to thank you all for your well wishes and all your prayers. They have all been felt deeply, and I'm still here. So anyways, hope I didn't bore you with it, but good things are coming if the Lord wills and the creek don't rise and all that. And I will try to get, I have a large order that I got to get out before September, so I got to start, and it's soap. So my loving husband, yep, I will be sitting down, but I'll be in the back. The doors won't be open, and he will be making the soap, and then I will be piping the flowers, and hopefully I will be able to videotape it for y'all, give you a little something in between the things that are going on and stuff. Until then, I love ya. I thank you for watching and hanging in there with this Tag-Gum Hillbilly, and try to stay out of trouble, and I will try to do the same. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I will be talking to you soon. Sorry about the mess in the back. I still have not gotten everything situated. So, alright. Till then, bye-bye.